Okay, so, guess what? Until this evening at 8 o'clock, and tomorrow around 3:45 respectively, I'm completely caught up on all my shows and all my homework. What up? Okay, but here's the thing. I'm actually haven't watched New Girl because it's not online for 8 days, and because it's like a new show, it's not anywhere else but official websites. So I haven't watched that, and I do have to submit a paper, but it's done, okay? So this is exciting. But it seems on my little note sheet I only wrote about 2 things specifically. So we're just gonna play this by ear. Alright. So I have Supernatural. Okay, it was a little anticlimactic considering how like dramatic the cliffhanger from the week before was. You know, it was like crazy, and then all of a sudden they were out in like within the first 5 minutes, like that crisis was over. I was like, alright, you could have just tacked that on to the end, I guess. Okay, and that little boy is gonna come back with a vengeance, like, so soon. I'm thinking by the end of the season, he's gonna come back and be crazy because Dean killed his mom. And I love when they have, like, Winchester flashbacks. It's my favorite, because they're so cute. And I love that they consistently, like, get the same kids. I think they changed to the Sam one time, right? And it's, like, first, like, this is their 7th year. They've done significant flashbacks. That's pretty good. I really like how it's always the same boys. Okay, and I'm really glad that Bobby's not dead, obviously. But I'm a little suspicious because the show's made me paranoid because where was he during the fire? He never said. But now he was back and he got them easily, and I know he's not like possessed or anything, I don't think. But I'm just like suspicious because the show has made me suspicious. It's made me doubt things. Okay, and then Hawaii Five-0. Its beginning was very like CSI, like Bonesy, or like any other procedural where, you know, a happy couple trying to get some action like finds a body, because I feel like that's how every episode of CSI and Bones starts. I don't know, is that only those shows, but I feel like that's how they all start. Okay, and then Alex O'Loughlin is just like so incredibly attractive. Like, did anyone watch Moonlight? I watched Moonlight because I definitely liked vampires before vampires were like popular. Now that they're popular, I feel like I can't like them anymore. But point is, he was on Moonlight, and I loved him, and I still love him. And, okay, and I have this, like, odd desire for, like, Yvonne Strahovski and Alex O'Loughlin and Simon Baker to all, like, do, like, a movie or, like, be on each other's shows or something. And I don't know why. It's just, like, this weird, like, I'm just, like, fascinated by people who are, you know, have accents and, like, on American shows. I just, like, think they're so cool, and I just kind of all want them. I don't know if I want them all to be Australian together or all be American together, but I just know I would love for them to all, like, do something in their native voice, I guess. I think it would be amusing, because Yvonne did an Australian accent on an episode of Chuck once, and I thought it was great. So the other 2 haven't. I guess there would have to be context for it, but I think it would just be incredibly fun. Also, I love the Baldwin family, because, yeah, was that Billy? I love them. McGarrett can, like, fly, really. Now, they've had some astounding chases on this show, like helicopters and cars and boats. But he is, like, flying through the air, trying to save this guy. Like, I mean, good, he caught him or whatever, but really? Really? Okay. And hey, let's all watch a bunch of people get murdered. Why was that, like, a fun, like, activity? Why was that a cool pastime for them to partake in over the weekend or whatever? Like, that wasn't cool. They were all uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable. Margaret was like, whatever, that's what I do. I was like, alright. Okay, and I really hope that Kono's undercover right now and not, like, evil and messed up. Because I feel like, don't you feel like that could be possible if they're like, alright, on the outside, we're gonna make it look like, you know, we're gonna make it look like you are, like, fired and really distraught about it, but really, you could be working for us still. So I'm hoping that's what that is. Okay, that's what I'm hoping. Okay, and then, oh geez, what else did I watch and not talk about? Jeez Louise. Unforgettable. I just really want this girl to, like, put on, like, a real shirt. She has tank tops on all the time, and you know what? It's supposed to be, I think, the picture of the one said, like, early September. Okay, so fine, but and yes, it is warm. They're in Queens, which, odd place to frame a show, but okay. So they're in Queens, and it is still warm in early December. in the New York area, but put on a sweater or like a t-shirt. She always has a tank top on. It drives me nuts. America's Next Top Model also blew Kayla's illness way out of proportion, and that was the first time in my whole life watching America's Next Top Model that I've ever like straight up called the pictures in the order that Tyra calls them. Like, I did everyone except the first one. I was between Angela and Dominique, and then the last one I definitely thought Lisa was going home. So besides that, I got every single one right, and I was like astounded. It was awesome. And I'm really excited to see who won. Bree on CSI. That'll be fun. Okay, The Mentalist, Jane Makes Me Laugh. His whole, like, psychic thing was amazing. And he makes me laugh out loud. And I love, speaking of fake psychics, Psych starts on Wednesday! And I'm so excited because it hasn't been on since, last winter? Okay, and I love that Psych is like The Mentalist, but funnier, and before he, like, Red John killed his whole family. So I'm pumped for Psych to come back on, and I'm so excited! And did I say this already? That Corbin Burnson was on my flight last week. Yeah, it was crazy. And if you hadn't been talking to people the whole time, I probably would have made a fool of myself and went up and, like, chatted him up. But he was always on the phone or talking to someone. But excuse me. Okay, and CSI New York, did anything cool happen? Not really, except I used my trick again, and I've seen that guy on other stuff, so I knew he was the bad guy. In Desperate Housewives, okay, Mike cannot be all mad about Susan killing somebody. I mean, okay, he can be mad, but he has to be understanding about it because he's a murderer. He's killed people, so I feel like he should be semi-understanding that his wife is upset that she was, like, in on a crime of that proportion. So I'm kind of mad that Mike is mad. I understand he's probably going to be mad because, why? Oh, because she, like, didn't tell him or whatever. That's probably the reason why he's mad, but still, like, okay, and so, and Bree and Gabby and Chuck all, like, you know, screwed themselves because they were all like, you have to dump him because, you have to dump him because he's gonna get you in trouble, and now she dumped him, and now he's gonna get her in trouble because he's pissed. So that was poor planning. Also, they obviously weren't on the same page in general, because if she really didn't want to marry him and he really thought that was, like, where they were headed, then they probably should have been on the same page. But he didn't need to be quite so mean about it, I didn't think. Yes, you're hurt, but you don't have to be nasty, okay? I feel like that's all I have to say, and I'm super pumped to be caught up at the moment, and hopefully we can, you know, keep this going. It'll be good. Alright, so I'm gonna watch Castle tonight, okay? Glee isn't on until November. That's sad, so I won't be watching that, obviously, because it won't be on. But when it comes back on, you know what else will be coming back on? Bones. And Chuck will be on by then, so it's okay. Alright, well, have a wonderful week, and I'm gonna go. Bye.